আপনি গৌতম বাবু ওনাকে একটু পাঠিয়ে দিন আমার টেবিল।
আর একে প্রসেনজিৎ বাবুকে ডাকো। বলছি এইটাই তো লাইভ স্ট্রিম হচ্ছে এখন, এইটাই আওয়াজটা কত দূরে? আওয়াজ এখানে, হ্যাঁ এটা বিদেশ থেকে দুজন বলবেন, তাদেরটা এখানে যাতে শোনা যায়। আর স্ক্রিনে তো এই মুখটাই দেখাচ্ছে, কিন্তু ওইটা দেখাতে হবে। না, আমার ভিডিওটা অফ করলাম কিন্তু ওইটা দেখাতে হবে তো। এইদিকে ঘুরে বসতে হবে, এইদিকে পেছন করে বসতে হবে। আচ্ছা আমি ল্যাপটপটা ঘুরিয়ে দিচ্ছি, দেখুন তো।
এই আসতে কর ফোন আসতে কর একটু তো আসতে কর নিয়ে সাউন্ড দে
একটু আওয়াজ দিতে বলুন তো আওয়াজ করে চেষ্টা করে নিন
এই আসতে কর ফোন আসতে কর একটু
हेलो 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 অনেক স্লো হচ্ছে এটা বলছেন এইটা থেকে আওয়াজ বেরোচ্ছে হ্যাঁ ওটা স্যারের সাথে কথা বলো ওটা স্যার গৌতম চ্যাটার্জি স্যারের লোক তো ওটা স্যার স্যার বলবেন ওটা গৌতম বাবু তো ওনার গেস্ট জিজ্ঞেস করো না আমার মনে হয় একটু বাফারিং মানে স্লো হচ্ছে বলে
যেটা আমরা
Good morning, sir.
Laptop radio चालू करा.
Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
We can
brother.
hear you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Walaikum salam. Anis Saib.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
এখানে ইয়ে কি বলে না এখানেই আছে এখানটায় আছে এ বলছে পিতা ওটা স্যার আমরা কি করছিলাম এরকম বলবে তারা ফোন করবে হ্যাঁ ফোন করে দিলে আমাদের ভাই স্ক্রিনটা একটু দেখাতে DIR
6 बोला था मैंने
मैडम स्पीकर आउटपुट
ट्राई
चौड़ा करता है दाल चौड़ा करता है दाल
फोड़ फोड़
দেখো 10 মিনিট দিয়ে দিই কি হলো
শোনা যাচ্ছে স্যার?
এবারে করো
Dr. Poddar, sir, from Malaysia. Good morning. This is Professor Rashid from Bangladesh.
Happy Eid, sir, in advance.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. আপনি কেমন আছেন? বাসা সব ভালো আছে?
Yes, sir.
আর আপনার যে ডিসেম্বরে আমাদের যে প্রপোজিশন কথা হচ্ছে,
পরে কথা বলবো স্যার।
ইনশাআল্লাহ কথা বলবো আমরা পরে এই ব্যাপারে। আর
এটা অটোমেটিক উপরে উঠে যাবে স্যার?
আমাদের অন করে দাও দুজন স্পিকার আছে আমাদের
এই অডিও
ভিডিও
অন করা আছে।
এটা দেখাচ্ছে না কেন আমাদের স্পিকার ভিউ আছে গ্যালারি করে দাও
গ্যালারি করলে আমার স্লাইড করতে থাকে।
গুড মর্নিং প্লিজ যাতো
তুমি জানেন না
ফোনে চেক করলে বোঝা যাবে। ফোনে চেক করলে বোঝা যাবে যে ল্যাপটপের অডিওটা আদৌ ঠিক আছে। তার ঠিক কি ফোন আছে তোমার?
হ্যালো ম্যাম। হ্যাঁ ম্যাম, এই রেজিস্ট্রেশন কাউকে জিজ্ঞেস করুন না, হল রুমটা কোথায়, চলে আসবে রিসেপশন থেকে বাদিক ঘেসে চলে আসবে। হ্যাঁ 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 ঠিক আছে। চেক করো এই পাশে
এবারে প্রথম আরম্ভ করে দিতে হবে আর হলে হবে না হবে না আগে থেকে দেখে নাও 11:10 বাজে আমাদের স্টেজ দেখা যাচ্ছে না কেন এতে লাইট তো চলে যাচ্ছে
সাউন্ডটা দাও তো দেওয়া আছে না তো আসছে না তো।
আসছে না, এখানে সাপোর্ট দিয়েছিলাম না, আমি কিছু পাবেন না। এইটা সাপোর্ট না চেক করছে, যদিও নিচ্ছে না, ভালো করে দেখে নিচ্ছে, আসছে না, আসলে এর অডিওটা খারাপ।
তাহলে মাইক্রোফোন দিয়ে এটা দিয়ে মাইক্রোফোন দিয়ে করুন।
আওয়াজটা রিচ কর করে, রিচ কর বলো মাইক্রোফোনটা, রিচ কর দাও, তাহলে আওয়াজ আসবে। এমনিটা আসবে তো?
হ্যাঁ এমনি ইয়ে হবে না, করলে
বললে কিন্তু আওয়াজ আসবে।
যখন ওরা এইটা যখন রেডি হবে তখন
ঘুরিয়ে দেবো, ঘুরিয়ে দেবো।
একটু বলতে পারো?
হ্যাঁ স্যার,
ওখান থেকে রিড করতে পারো।
সন্দীপ সন্দীপ পোদ্দার স্যারকে ফোন করছে। হ্যাঁ স্যার, বলছি কি একটু আপনার অডিওটা অন করে একটু কিছু বলুন তো, আমরা একটু চেক করছি অডিওটা, বুঝলেন স্যার?
হ্যালো, অডিও অন করেছি।
হ্যালো স্যার, হ্যাঁ স্যার একটু বলুন, আমরা দেখছি।
হ্যালো হ্যালো
উনি বলছেন এখানে সাউন্ড বেরোচ্ছে, এখানে
হ্যালো
সাউন্ড।
হ্যাঁ, শোনা যাচ্ছে?
না কিছু বলুন।
হ্যাঁ, শোনা যাচ্ছে। হ্যালো
এখানে শোনা যাচ্ছে অন টাইম,
হ্যালো
শোনা যাচ্ছে লেট।
হ্যালো হ্যালো
হ্যাঁ স্যার শোনা যাচ্ছে।
হ্যালো
শোনা যাচ্ছে।
হ্যাঁ, শোনা যাচ্ছে। হ্যালো হ্যালো
বলে দাও শোনা যাচ্ছে।
শোনা যাচ্ছে।
হ্যালো
হ্যাঁ স্যার শোনা যাচ্ছে।
হ্যালো
শোনা যাচ্ছে স্যার, শোনা যাচ্ছে, শোনা যাচ্ছে। গুড মর্নিং স্যার, গুড মর্নিং। শোনা যাচ্ছে।
শোনা যাচ্ছে?
হ্যাঁ, পরে পরে মানে ল্যাপটপে যে সাউন্ডটা বেরোচ্ছে সেটা রিয়েল টাইম, আর
শোনা
পরে
যাচ্ছে।
স্পিকারে যেটা শোনা যাচ্ছে সেটা মানে পরে।
গুড মর্নিং স্যার, গুড মর্নিং।
এখানে মানে যে ল্যাপটপটা কানেক্ট আছে সেটা করা যাচ্ছে না। ল্যাপটপটা প্রবলেম আছে, অডিওটা বলতে একটু লেগে যাবে। হ্যাঁ, ল্যাপটপের যে অডিও আউটপুট, হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ ঠিক আছে, ঠিক আছে।
হ্যালো
kind attention, everyone. Very good morning to our most revered guests on behalf of the Indian Academic Researchers Association. And this program is being jointly organized in collaboration with Banapur Rashtriya Srinath College. This is the 9th annual convocation and international Professor Pranam Dhar, Professor and Head, Department of Commerce and Management, and General Secretary, IAI. A short introduction of our sir, Dr. Pranam Dhar, MCom first class second, PhD delete honoris causa in Banking Finance, is at present serving as a Professor and Head in the Department of Commerce and Management, West Bengal State University. He has completed his master degree in Commerce from the University of Calcutta with first class and stood second. He has authored 42 books and also 268 research articles published in different regional, national, and international areas. He has supervised 20 MPhil dissertations and 21 PhD dissertations. He has also adjudicated 245 PhD theses, including 10 foreign theses, served as a resource person in 138 research methodology workshops, symposiums, acted as editor, desk editor, and reviewer, 62 international and national journals of review, including IIJPM, Interscience Group, Emerald Group, etc. He has completed 3 UGC-sponsored minor research projects and has still yet completed 1 major research project sponsored by the ICSSR. He has received 16 national and international awards. His H index is 6 and I index is 4. He is acting as district nodal officer for COVID-19 government of India in the last 2 years. With a few words, I'd like to invite Professor Dr. Pranam Dhar to conduct the rest of the program by inviting the guests on the time.
Thank you, Dr. Paul Saha, for your introduction. And we welcome all the dignitaries, guests, and learned colleagues. Especially, we are having our Honorable Vice Chancellor of West Bengal State University, Dr. Mohammad Das, and also is the National Advisor of Indian Academic Researchers Association. We have with us Dr. C. Paramasivan, the pillar and the founder, president, All India President of Indian Academic Researchers Association. We have with us 2 honorable co-members, but before that, we have also with us our very precious guest today, Professor Siddhartha Shankar Saha, who is the former Dean, Faculty of Commerce, Social Welfare and Business Management, University of Calcutta, and former Director of Internal Quality Assurance Cell, University of Calcutta. We have with us colleges in Indian academia, and one of the biggest affiliated colleges of West Bengal State University. He is the honorable fourth member of West Bengal State University and also the honorable vice president of Indian Academic Researchers Association. And we have Nundy, who is the famous journalist and associate professor, Department of Political Science, Kidukanu Vichar University, West Bengal. We have with us Professor Ashish Kumar Shana, former head Department of Commerce and professor, Department of Commerce, University of Calcutta. And we have with us other dignitaries like Dr. Vivekananda Chakraborty, who is the President Awardee and Vikhanatma Awardee Headmaster in Kabul Town School, and he is the researcher on Rabindranath Tagore, famous researcher on Rabindranath Tagore of Kabul Town School, West Bengal. We have with us Dr. Sushanto Pondar. I'm not, yes, he's there. Very famous personality in industries. He is the national manager of Coca-Cola Beverages India Private Limited and formerly Environment and Sustainability Manager of PepsiCo India Private Limited. And we have all other dignitaries like Dr. Gautam Chatterjee. He is the as well as he is a very good professor and he is the famous publisher and director of Success Mantra Publication, and all other dignitaries, friends and colleagues we are having with us. And without wasting much time, just I will tell you one lines about the research and publication ethics because today is not my turn to hear from the guest only, and I am the host. I welcome you all to this international conference, and also having us online two other dignitaries, Professor Sandeep Gupta, Honorable Deputy Vice Chancellor, Lincoln University College, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and also
Yes.
and also Professor A.B.N. Rashidul Hassan, Honorable Vice Chancellor of former Vice Chancellor of Exim Bank Agriculture and University, Bangladesh, and present finance officer of the biggest university, biggest private university of Bangladesh, South University. So we have with us Professor Poddar and Professor Hassan. You are welcome, sir, to this international conference, 9th international conference of Indian Academic. Vice President of IARA West Bengal Wing. Now, before requesting our next program to be continued by Professor Kollol Saha, just 1-2 lines to share with you. Research and publication ethics. This is not a new term, because just in pandemic we had a fear factor from the viral infection of COVID-19. In academia, we have another viral fear factor of this lack of publication ethics, which may be due to ignorance, which may be unintentional, which may be intentional, which may be due to provocation, which may be due to lack of time, promotion is due, and many other factors. But first of all, we have to learn, because lack of literacy leads to many issues which may lead to other actions like actions from UGC, actions from Indian Penal Code, cyber crime issues, copyright violation, and many other issues. So that's why Indian Academic Researchers Association has been very thoughtful much before. It is the brainchild of our Dr. C. Paramasivan sir, and we did the first seminar on research and publication ethics in 2016 only, much before the UGC regulation coming out. And then the next phase was done in West Bengal at Dr. Sumagos Man's College. We had a lot of brainstorming on research and publication ethics. And after that, in 2017, 18, and 19, we have repeated discussions on this issue. And ultimately, we see that ultimate UGC regulation has come out. And now we know what is research and publication ethics. There is a 2-credit course in the PhD coursework compulsorily introduced by UGC. And every university, every higher education institution is compelled to deal with that. But there is a part. We know the norms, but we don't know about the literacy. There is lack of specific literacy, whether it is bank or it is academia research interface. As we don't know what we have to do actually, we are facing many awkward challenges like plagiarism, like self-plagiarism, like many other issues. So that issues are to be opened up today, and that's why our association in its 9th international conference has specifically chosen this theme, so that there is a brainstorming among all the stalwarts present here. And this discussion, already there is a recording along with the international famous personalities in academia and research. And ultimately this agenda, through your voice, may go to the administrative policymakers, and there may be permutation and combination of the new policies which will be coming out and beneficial to the budding researchers. So with this, I now hand over the microphone to Dr. Pranam Dhar.
Thank you very much, sir. That was indeed a great introduction of the theme as well as the very eminent resource persons on the dais, and you have made my work actually easy. Now it is the time to provide introduction of the people on dais who actually do not need an introduction, but it is a formal part. So it's my privilege to introduce at the very beginning Professor Dr. Mahua Das ma'am. Professor Dr. Mahua Das ma'am is at present acting as the Honorable Vice Chancellor of West Bengal State University, one of the leading state-aided universities in West Bengal. Professor Das is having a technical and administrative experience of more than 30 years, amongst which for about 14 years, she acted as the Honorable Principal of Women's College, one of the heritage colleges in Kolkata. Professor Das has also served as the Honorable Chairperson of the West Bengal Council of Higher Secondary Education, Government of West Bengal, for more than 9 years, where she catered and monitored the syllabi, admission and examination procedure of more than 3 crore students during her tenure. Under her able leadership, the Council has published more than 50
academic titles and books for the students of 10+2 standards of West Bengal. Professor Dhar, after joining as Honorable Vice Chancellor of West Bengal State University, has monitored the development issues in an innovative manner, and already 6 MOUs have been signed with different foreign universities of USA, UK, Malaysia, Philippines, Bangladesh, and many other countries under her able leadership. Different paradigm shift in teaching and learning, examination evaluated course are the outcome of her able leadership. Professor Dash is also associated with different academic and administrative bodies of different universities, institutes, and higher education institutions under the auspices of Department of Higher Education, Government of West Bengal. Professor Dash has also received Lifetime Achievement Award in 2021 for her academic and administrative excellence. Thank you very much, ma'am, for being with us and spending your time. A loud round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to request our most honorable Professor Dr. Pranam Dhar to felicitate Madam with the article and the shot. Professor Dr. Pranam Dhar, General Secretary, IARA, is felicitating Professor Dr. Mohuada. Sorry, we have a surprise. Please, all the dignitaries, please stand up for 2 minutes. We have another dignitary who is sitting very behind, but who is the inspiration of our Honorable Vice Chancellor. I would now like to invite Honorable Sri C.A. Tarun Das, sir. Please come forward, sir. And at this auspicious moment, because we know for every successful moment there is a man behind. So I would like to invite the Honorable Mr. Tarun Das, sir, and we would like to felicitate him with our small memento. C.A. Tarun Das, sir, is being felicitated by Professor Dr. Pranam Dhar, sir. Loud round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Now there is a special memento on behalf of Indian Academic Researchers Association to our honorable chief guest, Professor Dr. Mohuada ma'am. Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. I would like to request now the program has to be inaugurated officially. So I would like to request Professor Dr. Mohuada ma'am to have his very valuable inaugural deliberation and to officially inaugurate the program, as today is the auspicious day, 1st May, that is International Labour Day, number 1. Like lighting the lamp, like any other thing, only with our valuable inaugural we will officially inaugurate the program. Ma'am, please wait for 2 minutes. sound is coming. All please be seated.
And good afternoon to us, made us all gather here on a very auspicious day and with a very important program. I'm Calcutta University, Jadavpur University, Sidhu Kanu University, and also our West Bengal State University. I am very much thankful for the guests who will be addressing the gathering virtually from Lincoln University, Malaysia, and from Bangladesh. I think Mr. Shodip Kaur, isn't it? From Malaysia, Shodip Podar, and Mr. Rashidul Hassan, Professor Rashidul Hassan from Bangladesh. So really, I'm grateful that I've been invited here to talk on a matter which is very, very much trending, and this research and publication ethics, it really matters very importantly to the academia who are in higher education institutions and inclined into higher education studies, our scholars and researchers. But there are some guidelines given by UGC and also the guidelines which are very much implied from the very inner ethical sense and morale of a scholar, of a research supervisor who mutually can traverse on the matter of their research, on the material of their studies very scrupulously without taking any unfair means, adopting any method that is not compliant by the UGC, with the UGC guidelines, the tools and techniques be followed very fairly, and what Pranam Dhar was saying, the matter of plagiarism, that is very common. Everything today is, we see that people are trying to get it in a very shortcut way. And the main source of materials, many materials are available from the internet, from the website. So it is very easy for the scholars just to copy the most of the materials from the website and just to give their, just to present it in a different form without referring the index, without referring the sources, primary or secondary, whatever. researchers who are doing survey research, the sample is getting very, they're a very miniature form of sample is taking for a very broad spectrum of empirical research. That is not always permissible because that doesn't give us a true speculation and right conclusion about the research. So a research means something original that will come out by way of concluding, by way of giving a dictum to the society, to the next generation, to the people, whether it is in science or arts or economics or finance or engineering, in any matters, especially in science, where laboratory researchers are very, very important. Just now we have seen how COVID has grappled the entire world with horror because the laboratory mishap from Wuhan, we don't know the sources, but it is a mishap that was compared with the Third World War occurring in the entire universe, destroying almost many million people, their lives. So economically and physically, the world was coming to a close. For last 2 years, we have seen this terrifying picture. So that is why the researches have to be taken very carefully with proper order, proper scruples, morale of the scholar, the supervisor. It's not just a study that is to be given and offered to the society for career advancement or for making a name of myself that I've done it and I'm now a PhD and there is a doctorate in front of my name that will entitle me to a further stake of glory. That's not the thing. We have to contribute academically, which is original, which is colored, the theory, the conclusion, the verdict which my research is giving to the society and to the people, to the community of academia, must have something original, fruitful, contributory, beneficial, valuable to the entire academic world so that the next generation can refer to my work, and from there the entire research process goes on and on and on, and new innovative things are coming up. So I cannot get into the details because a lot of persons are waiting here. They have the very important technical knowledge about this particular thing who are working in this field, and Pranam is, I think, one expert. Siddhartha is also there. He is a very expert in the field, and I was a little bit shaky to say all this, but what I felt, according to my perception, I thought the surface of research and the field work, the industry academic collaboration, the survey work, the empirical studies, the primary and exploration of primary and secondary sources. The more we are going into the deep details of these things, and the more we are originally giving our own perception and new ideas and innovativeness, the more beneficial will be our studies and researches and helpful for the higher education institutions. Lot of funding are coming from different research organizations, from government, from different other national, international organizations who are funding for researches. Very important researches are going on in many of the fields, like microbiology, biochemistry, pharmacy. So these are actually involved with the security of human life, human security. So if there are lapses are detected in this kind of researches, it may cause massive harm. It may paralyze the human life in a way that the fault of the research is coming as a curse to the human development. So I will just call this session to be a very fruitful one for the following development and pursuits of research and publication ethics. People who are publishing the research works do have to follow and pursue the ethical standards of the research work, and then they have to market it for the studies of the students, different scholars. So all these combining research and publication ethics, I think we have to follow the UGC guideline that is to come in the year 2022, and we have to universally and globally try to uplift and upgrade the standard and quality and quantity of the research, as their research quantity is now many more than we have seen before. So we must be very conscious and aware about the quality of the research. So with that, I end my session. I won't enter into the technical details, but I think a lot of scholars will be here to enlighten us about the very pros and cons of the research and publication ethics. The theme is very, very crucial and important for this generation. Thank you, all of you, for giving me this opportunity to address over here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. That was indeed a perfect inaugural speech which perfectly suits today's year. Now we have our respected principal, Professor Dr. Mohammed Dhar from Rashtriya Shikha College, which is also Professor Dr. Mohammed Dhar, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Mohammed
এখানে ঝামেলা আছে মিটিং
মোবাইল নেই আবার কি করবো আমি কত অবস্থা
Thank you so much, sir. Now it is time to hear from Hello. Yeah, very sorry. Now it is the time to hear from Dr. C. Paramasivan, who is the President of Indian Academic Researchers Association. Sir is from Thantai Periyar Government College, Tiruchirappalli. A brief introduction of Sir before he comes up to the podium. Dr. C. Paramasivan is an Associate Professor in PG Research, Department of Commerce, Periyar Revere College Autonomous, Tiruchirappalli, Tamil Nadu. He has got a teaching experience of over 22 years. He completed his BBA, MCom, MPhil, and PhD. He also obtained MA Economics, MBA Finance, MSc Psychology, and MLI Science. He passed SLET in Commerce and NET in Management. He is honored with DLIT for his outstanding contribution in higher education, women empowerment, and students development. He has produced 60 MPhil and 23 PhD degree holders under his able guidance. He has also published 30 books and 180 research articles. He has completed MHID, ICSSR, IMPRESS, and UGC-sponsored major research projects and organized many seminars, workshops, trainings, and awareness programs sponsored by UGC, ICSSR, NHRC. He is the editor-in-chief of Self Journal of Social Science, Research Explorer, Chief Advisory Editor of Tamilaivu Sanganam, International Journal of Scientific Research. He has been honored with the award of Best Teacher, Tamil Sevai Semmal, Social Scientist Award, Dr. Ambedkar Social Service Award, Dr. Ambedkar National Fellowship Award, Periyar Social Reformer Award, Best Research Supervisor Award, and Best Researcher Award. So that was a brief introduction about Dr. C. Paramasivan, President IARA. Now I'd like to request Professor Dr. Pranam Dhar sir to felicitate our President IARA, Dr. C. Paramasivan. We have the auspicious moment where President IARA, Dr. C. Paramasivan, is being felicitated by Professor Dr. Pranam Dhar sir. I would like to request
Hello. We have another surprise. Behind every successful man, there is a successful woman. So we have with us Dr. Pranam Dhar, the able wife of our honorable president. So, without wasting much time, I request Dr. Pranam Dhar ma'am to come over the dais, and we would like to felicitate her and welcome her in West Bengal. She is also an able academician. She has got his PhD, and she is getting this year the Best Researcher Award. And without her inspiration and support, because I know Dr. Paramasivan is my very good friend and contemporary to me. He is junior to me, 1-2 years junior. Although he is looking like this, he is junior to me. And he is working 42 hours instead of 24 hours, 42 hours a day. Without having this sort of support, this is not possible. So, we would like to felicitate Dr. Pranam Dhar ma'am from IIT.
Thank you very much.
I'm very much audible from my
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, and thank you. Okay, now we have Professor Dr. Monojit Rai sir from Banakpur Rashtriya Ushulnath College. We will be felicitating President IARA, Dr. C. Paramasivan. Banakpur Rashtriya Ushulnath College, West Bengal, India, is a joint collaborator for today's program. We have Professor Dr. Monojit Rai felicitating IARA President, Dr. C. Paramasivan sir. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. And now it is, please be seated, everyone. Now it is the time to hear from the President. We will be hearing to the presidential address by Dr. C. Paramasivan.
And already we are having our other dignitaries with us. Like we have with us Mr. Satyajit Bandyopadhyay, IPS. He is the former Inspector General, West Bengal Police. So Sam will be talking on ethics in police training. So welcome to you, sir, and welcome to our seminar. Now it's over to Dr. C. Paramasivan sir for his valuable address, presidential address, sir.
So very good morning. Most respected the Vice Chancellor Madam, learned dignitaries on the dais of the dais, respected my brother Dr. Pranam Dhar, is the pillar of Indian Academic Researcher Association. Apart from that, he is the intellectual property of Indian Academic Researcher Association. So I'm very happy to see you all here today. So I am coming from Tamil Nadu with full of love and respect. So really, this is one of the wonderful occasions in my life, very particularly in my academic career. I got a lot of opportunities to meet experienced, talented academicians, resource persons from various places, particularly from West Bengal. I know very well the research and publication ethics, which is one of the very important and emerging topic nowadays. Our Vice Chancellor Madam is rightly said how these things are going on, very particularly with the research scholars and researchers. I hope and I believe the resource persons and the guest speakers will deliver, will give lot of information and inputs relating to research and publication ethics, so that I need not explain these matters again and again. Apart from that, how this program is going to be organized in West Bengal, what will be the connection with the Tamil Nadu and West Bengal? That is very interesting. How Pranam Dhar is a part of Indian Academic Researcher Association, or how the Paramasivan is the part of Indian Academic Researcher Association. How we can manage and be able to organize this kind of program without any barriers, irrespective of caste, community, religion, even to the language. Because from the early age onwards, there is a connection between Tamil Nadu and West Bengal. You know that the first time our great Mahakavi Bharati is one of the very good poets in Tamil Nadu. She translated poet Gitanjali in Tamil would understand the ability and the novelty of Rabindranath Tagore. This is one side. Another thing is, you know that Swami Vivekananda is one of the famous personality, icon, not because of his religion or any other things. He is the man of inspiration, very particularly to the youngsters. There is a connection between Swami Vivekananda and Tamil Nadu. He visited Tamil Nadu and he spent his last time in n number of Swami Vivekananda and Rabindranath Tagore. And another personalities from West Bengal, Subhash Chandra Bose. You know that there is no word to say about his courage and contribution to the development of the nation, very particularly for the freedom. From our part, one of the personality as associated with Subhash Chandra Bose is called Pasupan Muthuramalingam. Organized a lot of people to join in the part of the Subhash Chandra Bose military. That is another connection. Then we can say Aravinder. You know that Aravinder now he is a very famous personality in Tamil Nadu. Even we can say he has one month in Pondicherry. Lot of people, irrespective of their religion and community, were visited to the Aravinder. Actually, Aravinder became a spirituality person only in Pondicherry. Here he was the administrator, he was the freedom fighter, but he turned to a spirituality person only in when he visited to Pondicherry. So this much of relation with Pondicherry and Tamil Nadu. As far as the education also, Tamil Nadu is one of the very fast developing higher education state in our country. The higher education enrollment ratio in Tamil Nadu is more than 52, whereas in national average is around 28. Even now, the present government is planning to establish arts and science college in every constitutional assemblies. That means 234 constitutional assemblies there. From each constitutional assembly, the government is going to plan to establish a separate arts and science government college. Even now we have more than 150 government colleges and 2,500 arts and science colleges in Tamil Nadu. Around 50 universities, and we have 600 engineering colleges. Beyond that, we have n number of medical colleges owned by the state government. That's why Tamil Nadu is against to the NEET examination, because if you allow the NEET, our soil of sons are not able to enter into the government college. So that we always against to the this kind of central entrance examination and other things. Why I am telling this information? With these things, I had a wonderful opportunity to meet the Pranam Dhar to share my views and experience relating to academic research and development activities by the way of this IARE. IARE is the platform, that's all. This platform meet Pranam Dhar and Paramasivan as an international icon. He is not only the man of Calcutta or West Bengal, he is the man of India, he is the man of international. Every day he will organize or he will be the resource person in any webinar. Even Sam said during the pandemic period, lot of hundreds and disturbance were happened in economic and social activities. Whereas in the academic activities, I can say, if the pandemic situation was not arised in our country, he would not be able to meet lot of people. He would not deliberate lot of information related to academic and research and development activities. He is the man of the webinar. I can say he is the man of the webinar. He started the webinar in March 24th, I think. So from March 24th, every day he organized some programs. How it is possible, I don't know. Even last month he was suffered some problems. We worried a lot because not only about his health, but also really we lost a lot of academic deliberations. Whenever we call Pranam sir, we want to act as a research person in this seminar or that seminar. Okay sir, what is the topic? Just he will ask like that. Then immediately he will deliver a very good, wonderful information with a lot of PowerPoint presentation. Such a wonderful personality, such a great person. He knows everything. He is the repositories of the human resource. He associates with lot of academicians. He contacted lot of persons. Even here, but of course the strength may be very limited. But all persons are the eminent personalities, leader personality, resourceful personalities. These persons are going to discuss and disseminate some information relating to the research and publication ethics. Definitely, the deliberations and discussions will be very useful to the budding researchers and young faculty members. This is the ultimate purpose of this program, which is organized by Indian Academic Researcher Association. We hope we will join together. We will do something better beyond the level of our control. That is our aim. There is no monetary benefits from here. So these people are coming not for any monetary or any other benefits. They are all gathering, they are all coming together for the purpose of understanding some small things. Even a small things is enough today. That will be benefit to the society. That will be benefit to the academic fraternity. That is our contribution. As an academician, we do something. We are getting lot of money from as a salary from the government. Whereas what we are doing as a teacher, if I am doing or taking classes to my students, it is not my profession. It is not my duty. Beyond my profession, I must contribute something to the society or to the economy. That is the real essence and sense of the academicians and the teaching faculties. With this purpose, we are gathered. I hope this conference will be the eye-opening for lots of information. We will meet again and again. We will discuss about any important matter which is related to research and development activities. Even we will organize a lot of programs in Tamil Nadu or in West Bengal or in Delhi or even in some other places. We will discuss again and again. And I hope this program will be a successful program. All the resource persons and participants will get something from this program. With this, I end my speech. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. It was indeed a very informative presidential address, which truly opened on the online platform, Professor Dr. Sir. Sir, am I audible?
Yes.
Professor Dr. Shondip Poddar, sir, am I audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Do we have Professor Dr. Shondip Poddar, sir, with us? Sir?
Yes, I'm audible.
I think
hello.
Hello, sir.
Yes. Hello. Hello.
so just a second. We'll just fix the microphone issue and come back to you.
Hello.
Just a second.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Please speak, sir.
Hello.
Please speak.
Hello. Can you hear? Hello. Hello.
From Bangladesh, we can hear you, sir.
Yes, sir, but their mic is problem.
What is happening? Sometimes the connection is disrupted, which I'm seeing over there.
To the online platform very soon. Dr. Shondip Poddar, Deputy Vice Chancellor, Research and Innovation, also served as Senior Research Director and Executive Editor Applications, Lincoln University College, Malaysia, Adjunct Faculty Honorary, Bharat Center, Canada. Dr. Sandip Poddar has been graduated from the University of Calcutta in Honours in Zoology. In addition to this, he also obtained Masters of Business Administration from Lincoln University College. He has completed PhD in Zoology from Vivekananda Institute of Medical Sciences of Cytotoxicity. After completing PhD, he pursued postdoctoral research in different projects on hemoglobin and oral cancer mutation associated in established
of Molecular Diagnostic Laboratory NEON, at present under Mission Hospital, Kolkata, SET Biotechnology Laboratory at College in Hooghly, West Bengal, under the University of Burdwan. Sun has published more than 140 research papers in reputed Scopus Web of Science Index journals and books. He has also published more than 15 patents, organized international conferences, and also edited books in Malaysia, Australia, and India. He is serving as guest editor in different reputed Scopus Index journals of Cyber, Interscience, Botanica, etc. He has been initiated the International Journal of Advancement in Social Life Sciences Research Foundation. Dr. Sandeep Poddar is also the Assistant Secretary of Dr. Taruknath Poddar Memorial Foundation, Kolkata, India. He is an active member of different organizations: Indian Science Congress Association, Indian Science Association, World Academy of Sciences, and many more. So that was an introduction of Professor Dr. Sandeep Poddar, but we are not actually sure whether.
Hello.
Okay. So, sir, we are ready to hear to you.
Okay. Is it audible now?
Yes, sir, it's audible. It's audible.
Okay. I just start share my screen. And greetings from Malaysia. My screen is visible. Greetings from Malaysia and yes, thank you. And Indian Academic Researcher Association, we are here on the 9th International Conference on Research and Publication Ethics and IARA Awards. I am associated with IARA from, I think, 2019. We have visited Tiruchirappalli, and from there we started the journey. Means I started associated with IARA long back, and then we are doing some activities online as well during the COVID time. And I just want to share some of the idea what is research and what is the ethics all about. All of us know this because as all of us is doing research, we know that we have to publish because we want to show ourselves what is we are doing. We want the publicity, and when we are going for publicity or advertise ourselves, we have to publish our articles, means what we are doing, that one in reputed journals and newspapers or etc. So this publication way is very tough. We know that always we get refused, we get comments from reviewers, but it should be taken as a game. And when we playing game, we may lose and we may win. And when we lose, from there we should turn around and take the advantage how we can win the situation. So we should reach our goal. So at least means that finally we will get the paper accepted. So when we are not getting the goal, we should not give up. We never know that when we are getting closer to the goal, what we want to reach. And also when we are doing this, we certainly means always diverted from our things. We go for violation of ethics and of course plagiarism, what we tell, that we copy from others' idea that we cannot generate. So for our sake of KPI and etc., we want to take out others' idea. And that we want to tell that it is my thing. It is not that it is a general phenomena. If we get, suppose 1,000 ringgit or $1,000 in front, we may not be able to lose it. So it is a idea I get, so I have to grab it. So Nobel laureate also we have seen previously that there is ethics and plagiarism means the plagiarism is there. So stealing the idea, we should not do it during our research and publication time. And of course, when we are doing animal research and etc., we should follow the code of requirements of ISU, the replacement, reduction, and refinement. So we should replace, we should reduce the use and refine that which species is required. That species only we use. Which species can be substitute the other valuable species. So accordingly, we have to define, and we have to refine our research in the 3R: replacement, reduction, and refinement. Like this, I cannot do an experiment with a monkey or human in a cage and give an electric shock like this. So this is a means unethical. One ethic is publication, means I am stealing another's idea. Another ethic is it the ethically I am doing helpful work for the society or not? Is it I am hampering the nature or not? So we have to think that which way I can make our experimental animals and etc. means our experimental process not to harm others. It should not harm, or should not give problem to the others. So accordingly, you have to design. We cannot do a research where we cannot get back the living thing, what we cannot create. We cannot bomb a Hiroshima to check our atom the atom is working or not. So this is not ethical at all, but we are still doing it. That is unfortunate, and we should not do it. Now, for that, we have to do collaboration network. Every country, like this cartoon, you can see JDK is developed by another person is telling Oracle, birds can, another person is saying fly. So these are the components of research. Every person have different idea. So every person when joined together from different country, like I am in Malaysia, you are in India, Professor Rashidul in Bangladesh, other persons join from different country. We are collaborating with each other. We are sharing our information, and accordingly we can move forward in the research and ethics with proper maintaining the ethics. So with this, we are all working together. United Nations Sustainable Development 17 SDGs. First one is no poverty. Second one is zero hunger. Third one is good health. Fourth is quality education. As a way, last is 17 is partnership for the goal. But again, it is rounding. How? If I don't have food, I cannot think about good health. If I cannot think about good health, I cannot have education. If I am not educated, I cannot get good health. If I am not had healthy condition, I cannot take food, and if I'm not educated, I cannot produce food. So all this goal is interrelated with each other. Life below water is not life below, means not accepting without the life on land. So all these goals are interrelated with each other. Accordingly, we have to be partnered with each other, like following the same 17 partnership goal, like this cartoon. We have to make each other networking, and we have to move forward. With this, I am thankful, and I welcome all of you in this gathering and to share your views on Lincoln University College, Malaysia. I am thankful to Indian Academic Researcher Association, our chief, and Barakpur Rashtraguru Surendra College to organize this event physically and hybrid mode. Chief guest, Professor Dr. Mahua Das, Honorable Vice Chancellor and National Advisor IARA, Professor Pranam Dhar, Head Department of Commerce and General Secretary of IARA, Professor Shri Paramasivam, the President of IARA, and Dr. Monojit Roy, the Principal of Barakpur Rashtraguru Surendra College, to get this organized in a timely manner. And of course, the dignitaries all present here physically and online. I welcome all of you to this August gathering and make it successful. It is not a one-day event. We have to be collaborate and move forward from this point, and we have to share our views to move forward ethically, and we have to publicize ourselves to the society. Society should be helpful, means society should be benefited with our knowledge and our research works. With this, I am thankful again and concluding my speech. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Ms. Kolal Babu. The mic is handed over to you.
Thank you so much, Professor Dhar. Now it's Sunday evening at Malaysia. Probably you should be in holiday mood, but we bothered you for this academic program, and whenever be it 1 AM at night or 5 AM at morning, Sir is always with us. And lots of publications, lots of journals, lots of academic and research issues have been solved with the help of Professor Pranam, who is the Honorable Deputy Vice Chancellor, Research and Innovation in one of the leading universities of Malaysia, and also that is Lincoln University College, and which is having a very higher rank in World QS ranking. And also, sir is the honorable member of the Higher Education Commission of Malaysia and Australia, New Zealand, and many other countries. And I would like to request Professor Mohadas ma'am, Honorable Vice Chancellor, West Bengal State University, to convey good wishes and to say a few words to Professor Pranam, although virtually, but we are connected.
Thank you and welcome, Professor Shandip Pranam. Actually, we met some few months back, and we had a nice meeting, very fruitful one. And in effect of that, we have also signed an MOU with your renowned university, the University of, it's a 5-star university, as I understand, in Malaysia. And we are very soon, as you suggested, we are going to open an international school of studies in our university under the able leadership of Professor Pranam Dhar, and we will be exchanging more and more scholars and more and more subjects under your huge umbrella. Lot of subjects may be taught and exchange of programs may be taken up, as I can look for the future, our future collaboration. So thank you so much for coming here on behalf of RA, and also your very enlightening speech, enriching every one of us. Thank you, Professor Pranam. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam. And sir, also thank you to you. And I must add that this week the Times ranking is announced, and Lincoln is the 3rd highest ranked university in Malaysia. 201 ranked, and that is the 3rd ranked.
So thank you, sir, for your
presentation. And Madam,
you are always with us, and thank you, our Honorable Professor Mohadas ma'am, for our very kind words. And now we'll be moving to our next sort of program. Another Vice Chancellor is waiting for us, Professor A.B.M. Rashidul Hassan. Now I'm handing over to Dr. Paulo.
Thank you so much, Professor Dr. Shandip Pranam sir. And now we'll be moving over to the special address by Professor Dr. A.B.M. Rashidul Hassan, former Vice Chancellor, Exim Bank Agricultural University, Bangladesh, and State President, IARA West Bengal Wing. A brief introduction about Professor Dr. A.B.M. Rashidul Hassan. On the 16th of June 2021, Professor Dr. A.B.M. Rashidul Hassan joined North-South University as treasurer. He has a wide range of experience in the fields of education and financial management and government administration. Dr. Hassan has earned his bachelor degree and master degree in management from University of Dhaka and DBA from Malaysia. Dr. Hassan joined Bangladesh Institute of Management as an associate management counselor and eventually became a senior management counselor associate professor. He gained experiences on deputation in different government positions, which include Director Planning of Privatization Commission, Second Secretary and First Secretary, Labour Wing of Bangladesh High Commission, Malaysia, and Deputy Press Secretary of the Chief Advisor of the last caretaker government of Bangladesh. Dr. Hassan thereafter dedicated himself at various universities, including Professor and Treasurer at Atish Dipankar University of Science and Technology, Professor and Treasurer at Northern University Bangladesh, Professor and Treasurer at Exim Bank Agricultural University Bangladesh. Finally, prior to joining NSU, he served as Vice Chancellor and Professor at Exim Bank Agriculture University Bangladesh. Professor Hassan has a number of articles published in highly regarded national and international journals. He worked as a consultant in different national and international organizations and moderated numerous seminars, symposium, workshops, and websites. So with that brief introduction, I'd like to invite Dr. Professor A.B.M. Rashidul Hassan to come up with his very important special address. Please, sir.
Thank you, Professor Dr. Kallol Shaha. Am I audible? Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are very much audible, sir.
Yes, sir, you are perfectly
Thank you very much. I would like to show my gratitude to the IRA authority for inviting me to this August gathering, the 9th International Conference on Research and Publication Ethics and IRA Award 2021. First, I would like to show my gratitude to the Honorable President of IRA, Dr. C. Pranam Dhar sir, to the Chief Guest, Professor Dr. Mohua Das, Honorable Vice Chancellor, West Bengal State University and National Advisor of IRA, to my mentor, to my sir, Professor Dr. Sandip Poddar, Deputy Vice Chancellor Research of Lincoln University College, to my friend, to the Honorable General Secretary for his relentless effort, who is organizing all those seminars with us, Professor Pranam Dhar sir, and also Professor Dr. Ashish Kumar Shana, Professor Dr. Siddhartha Kumar Saha, and other dignitaries. Well, what I would like to mention first that there are a lot of speakers over here from which we can learn, we can understand the researchers, the pioneers here, like Dr. Sandip Poddar, Dr. Pranam Dhar, Dr. Sivan sir. Even then, I need to say a few words on the ethics in research. First of all, I'd like to say norms promote the aims of research and knowledge, such as knowledge, truth, and avoidance of error. For example, prohibition against fabricating, misrepresenting, and falsifying research data promote the truth and minimize error. So it is very, very important that one should not go for copying something and one should not do a very unethical thing. Second issue I would like to say, since research often involves a great deal of cooperation and coordination among many different people in different disciplines and institutions, ethical standards promote the value that are essential to collaborate in different works. Third, I would like to mention many of the ethical norms help to ensure that researcher can be held accountable to the public, because whatever we do, whatever results we get, that is publicized. And if we do something wrong, definitely the public, the whole nation, the whole world will be affected. Ethical norms in research also help to build public support for research. People are more likely to fund a research project if they can trust the quality and integrity of research. So quality and integrity of research is very, very important. If there is no integrity, no honesty, no research will bring a positive impact on the society. Many of the norms of research promote a variety of other important moral and social values, such as social responsibility, human rights and welfare, and compliance with the law and public health and safety. So ethical lapses in research can significantly have a negative impact on human and animal subjects, students, and the public. Another aspect that was covered in this session, that is the publication. Publication ethics are rules of conduct generally agreed upon when publishing results of scientific research or other scholarly work. Ladies and gentlemen, generally it's a standard that protects intellectual property rights, and it helps, it actually ensures that no publication can be made unethically. I don't want to go more. I would like to strive for honesty in all scientific communication. I'm referring about honest report data, results, methods, and procedure, and publication status. I don't feel that anyone should fabricate, falsify, or misrepresent data which will harm the whole society. I don't want to go further. I would like to again thank the organizer for inviting me, for giving me a chance to say a few words over here. Before I end, I would like to mention here, under the dynamic leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister, Sheikh Hasina, the government is trying to ensure more research, the public and private universities, with more research funds and collaborations are being given by the government to promote research in Bangladesh. Thank you all for listening to my words. Thank you once again, Dr. Pranam Dhar sir, Dr. Parama Shivam sir, Dr. Podda sir, and Dr. Mohammed. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Dr. ABM Rashidul Hassan sir, for staying with us for such a long time since the inception of the program, and it's indeed a pleasure to hear to you. Thank you so much on behalf of IARA and the joint collaborator College. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is the time to hear the special address by Professor Dr. Monojit Rai, Principal, Barakpur Rashtraguru Shunnath College, West Bengal, and EC member, IARA, West Bengal Wing. A brief introduction about Professor Dr. Monojit Rai. Professor Dr. Monojit Rai is the Principal and Controller of Examination Postgraduate at Barakpur Rashtraguru Shunnath College. He is the Professor of Chemistry in Barakpur Rashtraguru Shunnath College. He is the member of Court, West Bengal State University, the member of the governing bodies of PM Dash College, Mahadevananda Mahavidyalaya, and Ashrafara College. He is also proudly the Fellow of Indian Chemical Society. He has a huge teaching experience of 23 years. He is a PhD from revered Indian Association for the Cultivation of Science in the year 2000. His research interests during PhD was reactions of some platinum-2 and palladium-2 mechanisms. He has also carried out research in administrative person. He has more than 32 journal publications, 3 writings in conference proceedings, and 2 book chapters. He has received several awards. Few of them are: he has received the National Prize for Higher Secondary Examination in 1990. He is PhD from Science from Jadavpur University in 2000, and also received Lifetime Achiever Award 2019 by Indian Academic Researchers Association. These are few things on pen and paper, but I proudly belong to the college of which he is a principal, and since his coming to our college in 2016, I have really seen a sea change in my college. He has taken up the NAC activities so seriously that he almost was busy with related activities and academic activities throughout the year. So with this brief introduction of respected Professor Dr. Monojit Rai, I'd like to request him to come up to the podium to deliver the special address. Please, sir.
Very good morning. On behalf of Barakpur Rashtraguru Shunnath College Parivar, we are really glad to be a part of this conference. My heartfelt gratitude and regards to dignitaries present, Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor Dr. Mohammed Das, our mentor, Kulmata of West Bengal, our mother university, West Bengal State University. I'd like to convey gratitude and regards from the core of my heart on behalf of our college family to Professor C. Padam, President of IARA, Professor Pranam Dhar, Professor and Head, Department of Commerce and Management, WBSU and General Secretary of IARA. Our gratitude in regards to Dr. Shoma Ghosh, Professor Siddhartha Shaha, Professor Shondeep Poddar, Professor ABM Rasidul Hassan, Professor Ashish Shana, Dr. Poddar, Professor Pradipto Banerjee, Dr. Debashish Nandi, Professor Nigamananda Vishwas, Dr. Vivekananda Chakraborty, Mr. Shuktajit Bandyopadhyay, IAS, and all other dignitaries. It's really our pleasure to conduct some offline program after the pandemic in collaboration with IARA. We planned this program in 2020, but pandemic restricted us. Keynote speaker and thematic speaker will tell in detail about research and publication ethics. When talking about research and publication ethics, few things always comes in my mind. Another interesting feature I would like to mention and share with you. I came to know in my undergraduate course when I was a student of BSc, Professor Thompson, who is as a subatomic particle, won the Nobel Prize for establishing that electron is a subatomic particle. And around after 30 years, his son, A.J. Thompson, also won the Nobel Prize, establishing that electron is not a particle, it is an wave. So when we are talking about research and publication ethics, the most important thing we always keep in mind that the authentic experimental data and result. As a student of science, I can share with you that when we carry out experiments using some sophisticated instruments, we always keep the printed form of experimental data. And now GPS photography is also available. In 1999, when to Elsevier, the referee asked me for an NMR spectroscope data. NMR spectrum, we sent it. And gladly the referee accepted it. That means when we send any paper for publication in any good journal, it's up to the referee to check the research and publication ethics. And this job is entirely dependent, I think, at least on the refereeing process. Few months ago, last 2 or 3 months ago, when we were working on the refer Rupnarayan, Science and Education publication. Referee asked for GPS photographs, whether truly we collected samples from the river or not. We sent those GPS photographs. They accepted the paper. And nowadays in scientific research, so it is very important to keep printed form of instrumental data, maintaining properly those data, analyze those data using proper software, maintaining all the records, etc. and so on. So, in last 20 years, what I have seen in the field of research, new instrumental techniques are coming on to help scientists, researchers. But proper maintenance of data without wasting time, again I would like to convey heartfelt regards and gratitude to all of you on behalf of Pranam Dhar College family, and I will request IARA to conduct such conference seminar in our college premises next year. We will be very happy if IARA conduct at least one program with us within our